Mungos, we're back. I promised you guys that we came back, and Alexi is here, so it's not just me.
I went AWOL again.
You always go AWOL.
And this time we got someone in the studio too. The one and only Kirk Hammett.
Say what up, Kirk.
Hey, what up, Kirk? Yeah, that's Kirk Hammett.
Totally the same Kirk Hammett you guys are
Literally.
thinking about.
They probably don't know who the hell Kirk Hammett is, period.
Oh, no.
Kirk Hammett is from my beloved Metallica, and I would kiss him. Anyways.
So we're not changing up the genre, kinda.
We kind of are, to be honest. I kind of got bored of, like, true crime. Not that I'm, like, get bored of true crime, because that shit fucked, right? But
we are still Mungo's Do Crime podcast, because I saw Alexia last week. I saw her firsthand commit arson.
I mean, shit, that bitch stole me like $12. The fuck? I gave her 3 days to come up with those $12. I told her, if you don't come up with the $12, I'm burning your house to the ground.
No, bro, you're lying. That shit happened in the Walmart parking lot, because of course it did.
Well, yeah, well, I didn't burn out fucking Walmart when that bitch is out there.
I mean, shit always goes down in the Walmart parking lot.
Deadass. Anyways, today we're gonna be talking about one of, like, my all-time favorite groups, Alice in Chains. Ooh, amazing. But we're gonna be talking about a specific song called Rooster that kind of has a dark past. Well, most of the Alice in Chains songs have dark past to it because, damn it, because
Alexia got a phone call again.
no, I didn't. It's my alarm. Because Alice in Chains doesn't really write songs about, like, other things, you know. They used to, and they do write songs about, like, stuff that happens to them, or, like, problems the world has. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like stuff that happened in the past.
Yeah. So
bring awareness to it.
Yeah. So if y'all don't know who Alice in Chains is grunge or American rock, but they're grunge.
They're really good.
Band from Seattle, Washington. If you guys, like, a lot of fucking crazy people that come from, like, Seattle, Washington is Nirvana, Pearl Jam, and Soundgarden. Fuck yeah. And they formed in 1987 by guitarist and vocalist Jerry Cantrell. I had an honor to go see him.
I did not have the honor.
That sucks. And drummer Sean Kinney, who later recruited bassist Mike Starr and lead vocalist Lane Staley. Mike was replaced by Mike Inez in 1993. William Duvall joined the band in 2006 as co-lead vocalist and rhythm guitarist, replacing Lane Staley, who died in 2002. The band took its name from Lane Staley's previous group. Yeah, Lane Staley used to be in a previous group, a glam metal band called Alice in Chains. So, like, Alice and abbreviation Chains. But yeah, that's like who Alice in Chains are. You know what I mean?
The basic rundown.
Just the basic rundown, you know. But Rooster, I don't know. I just really like Rooster because it's Rooster, bro. Fucking banger ass song, amazing freaking harmonies, amazing. Like, y'all gotta hear it. Y'all gotta hear that shit. So, Dion, have you heard Rooster before?
I have not heard Rooster before.
Girl, what the fuck's wrong with you?
I heard a handful of Alice in Chains songs.
Not the good ones.
But I will say that their fucking music is good.
Okay, here's the thing about Alice in Chains that I think that no one could do it like them. Basically all their fucking old songs. Well, like, William is pretty good because Lane Staley's gone. But he's pretty good, but all the old songs from, like, Dirt and freaking Nutshell, like the Nutshell album, all of them are pretty damn freaking good.
I'm gonna check my Spotify to see like what songs I have.
Oh, I got like 47 mics on from
I
Alice
know
in
for
Chains.
sure I have Wood. That was good.
Yeah, Wood is pretty good. What song is like overly heard by Alice in Chains?
I have Them Bones and Wood.
Damn!
I
Basic bitch
told
for
you
real.
handful of songs. I
So,
listen to Ghost.
that's like a pair, bro. That's not no damn handful. That's a pair. It's a pair of songs.
In my hand, it could fit.
You got gremlin hands.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So, let me see how much I have. We got sidetracks. I lied about having 47. That's for Deftones. I'll probably talk about Deftones next episode. I have
Period.
24
No, we're gonna talk
likes.
about Ghost. I want to talk about my things next.
Oh, hell no.
I love Tobias. Tobias. You see,
She's
I'm
freaking gay.
straight for
She's gay, but she goes like crazy for Tobias.
I'm straight for Tobias.
So,
Papa Ernest. Mm.
so Rooster's number 4 most popular songs from Alice in Chains, sitting at 169 million streams. That's girl, that's a lot. Not gonna lie. But so let me get into Rooster, like the actual meaning of the Rooster. Rooster was Jerry Cantrell's tribute to his Vietnam veteran dad, and it showed like a different dark side to their band and stuff. So when Jerry Cantrell found himself temporarily homeless at the start of 1981, he turned he turned to a famous singer that is now passed away, Chris Cornell from Soundgarden, and his wife Susan. So like he lived with him with Chris Cornell for a week for a little bit, and that's whenever he started like thinking, like he stayed up thinking. He's like, oh my god, like just thinking, right? So alone at night, uh, Jerry Jerry Cantrell, um, his thoughts kept on turning to his dad, who was like his dad had PTSD from like serving in the war, right? So like he had PTSD during the war and stuff, and that like that made Jerry Cantrell's dad have problems with his family, and that's why he got divorced with his wife, being Jerry Cantrell's mom. So quote from Jerry Cantrell, that experience in Vietnam changed him forever, end quote. And it certainly had an effect on our family, so I guess it was a defining moment in my life too, end quote. He didn't walk out on us. We left him. It was a good environment. It was an environment that wasn't good for anyone. So we took off to live with my grandma in Washington, and that's where I went to school. I didn't have a lot of my father around, but I started thinking about it a lot during that period, end quote. So like um fuck, I don't even know how to start from there. God damn. It's like a lot to unpack. Kinda.
Yeah.
So I'm
Well, we
just
could talk about like we obviously have never fought in the Vietnam War, and I don't think I have any family members that like fought in the war, but like hearing from like people,
Mhm.
that was like a fucked up war. Like fucked.
Yeah.
Like I keep seeing like dark humor memes on TikTok where people will like, hang on, let me get away from the mic. They'll just be doing shit like, and then like they'll have like Vietnam flashbacks, and I'm like, huh, that's funny. But then like when you read about Vietnam, you're like, wait, that's not even
It
funny at
was
all.
really messed up because a lot of American soldiers died.
Yeah.
And a lot of American soldiers died because Vietnam is like a tropical place. You know, they had mosquitoes and everything. So like a lot of people died due to the like illnesses the mosquitoes brought. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a pretty horrible war, and that's how napalm got invented.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys don't know what napalm is, it's fucked. It's like you mix a certain thing. I'm not saying it on YouTube because I don't want people to get a bad idea. And you light it up, and you will never ever ever be able to put away those flames, ever, because of like it's a chemical thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So let's keep on going because I don't know how to keep on going because I haven't done this in a while. So, sitting at the front of a 4-track recorder, the song that poured out of Cantrell's Control might have been laced with bitterness, instead of its harrowing lyrics were written from the standpoint of his father, describing the stinging sweat and mosquito death of a trek through a jungle and an imagined scrimmage of the Viet Cong with the Viet Cong. The title meaning was prompted by a nickname given to Cantrell Sr., that being Jerry Cantrell's dad, by his great grandfather. Quote, apparently he was a cocky little kid, and his hair used to stick up on top of his head like a rooster's comb. Quote, I certainly had resentments, end quote, Control notes. As any young person does in a situation where a parent isn't around or a family is, or is split, but on Rooster, I was trying to think about his side of it, what he might have gone through, and to be honest, I didn't want to sit down intending to do all that. It just kind of came out, end quote. But the great thing about music, sometimes it could reach deeper than you ever would in a conversation with anyone. It's more of a forum to dig deeper. End quote. Alice in Chains enjoyed some of their success in their 1990 debut album Facelift, also very good song, and its single Man in the Box. But Rooster was arguably one of the first songs to announce the depths of the band's talent. Control recalls that, quote, it felt like a major achievement for me as a young writer, and this sentiment was echoed when I played the demo to Lane Stanley. End quote. When it came to recording Rooster, the band turned prior engagement to their advantage. Cameron Crowe had already come to us to sing for a song for his movie Singles. And yeah, there's a movie that Alice in Chains is in there, so is Soundgarden, and I'm not sure about Nirvana, but it's a pretty damn good movie. So like I guess during that movie they like wrote Rooster too. When it came so wait, hold on. Ah, hold on. All right. So, quote, my father had never talked about his time on that time in his life, and he was reluctant to do so if anyone ever asked. So I was amazed that he agreed to do Mark's request for an hour on film. He was totally cool, totally calm, accepted it all, and had a good time doing it. End quote. He even brought him to a point of tears when he said it was a weird experience, a sad experience that he hoped nobody else had to go through it. End quote. Quote again, I've been all around the world, Jerry Control said, and I've talked to combat veterans from Desert Storm and the recent war in Iraq, and they just have a deep affinity with that song. I recently got a letter from a guy in Iraq who told me that his unit had changed the call sign to Rooster. It's obviously unfortunate that guys still have to fight for political ends, but it's cool that people connect them with that song, for it to be part of them getting through. Quote, when I first played it to my father, Jerry Control said, I asked him if I'd got close to where he might have been emotionally or mentally in the situation, and he told me, you got too close. You hit it in the head. And it meant a lot to him that I wrote it. It brought us closer. It was good for me in the long run, and it was good for him too. So yeah, that's pretty much Rooster, like how Jerry Control would put it. But if you were to actually listen to the song, like, it's kind of fucked. Because in one verse in the song, um, because I think Jerry Control had another brother, in one of the songs, in one of the lyrics in the songs, or one of the verses, it says, quote, Gloria sent me pictures of my boys. Like, because his dad didn't even know that he was gonna, like, survive, to at least have a picture of his kids. But, like, can you imagine how fucking scary it'd be to, like, be in war, dude?
Yeah.
Even though a lot of people from here be like, oh yeah, I joined the army, I joined the navy, like the
But yet they
Marines.
don't know like what it's
They
like.
don't know what it's like. I have a couple of friends that are actively active duty, and when I got to see them again,
They're fucked up.
I wouldn't say fucked up. Yeah, they're emotionally scarred, yes. They're just a completely different person. Completely different person. Because, like, war literally changes you.
Yeah.
You know, your way of thinking and whatnot. So,
And I could just like imagine like the PTSD. Cuz like I said earlier, like how people were making fun of the Vietnam War and like they would clap and like, "Oh my god, the gunshots" or something. Like that's actually like it's not really that funny. That's like they have like PTSD and you're doing that shit. Well, no. So I saw a TikTok a while back where this I think it was like the dad and
mm-hmm,
he was in the war and they didn't like they were having dinner when he came back
mm-hmm.
and the waiter or the waitress like they accidentally dropped some plates and he dug under the table like he covered under the table because and he was like, "Oh my god," cuz he thought like
Mm-hmm.
he was having Vietnam flashbacks.
Mm-hmm.
That's like imagine having that reaction to something like someone like dropping like a plate.
Oh
That's
no.
like that's like horrible.
Oh no, girl. Mm-mm. I wanted to join the military, but now that I see my friends in it, I'll be like, oh no. I'm okay. I mean, props to them because I don't think I would. I don't think I would survive, to be honest, even though I'm like stubborn as hell. And if I want to do something, I do it, but at the same time, I don't think I can. So here's like, this is one of my favorite verses in Alice in Chains. Of course, I'm not going to play it, I'm just going to read it. So, this quote, I'm just going to quote it. Walking tall, machine gun man, they spit on me in my homeland. Gloria sent me pictures of my boys. Got my pills against mosquito death. My buddy's breathing his dying breath. Oh God, please won't you help me bring him through? So like, can you just imagine with this just with just the words I read? Like, can you catch a glimpse of how it was, dude?
Yeah.
And
Like cuz he was talking about like his buddy dying, right? In
mm-hmm,
front of him and he's like, "Oh god, please let me."
mm-hmm. Oh no, man, fuck.
I'm like looking up the lyrics right now too.
It's pretty good, not gonna lie. That song is damn good, bro. Oh, so goddamn good. It's so good. If you guys haven't heard it yet, or if you guys don't like rock or grunge type music, I'd still say just give it a listen, and just like don't listen to the song, like just listen to the lyrics, what it says.
I'm reading the lyrics right now, and even like the first beginning like sentences are fucked.
Mm-hmm.
This one is quote Army Green was no safe bet. The bullets screamed to me from somewhere. Here they come to snuff the rooster. Ah yeah. Yeah, here come the rooster. Yeah, you know he ain't gonna gonna die too. No, 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 you know he ain't gonna die. That's like
I think
damn.
I think from my perspective and like, oh, here come the rooster, no he ain't gonna die. I feel that's them saying like, oh hell no, we ain't gonna die. Like who the hell you think you are, you know? But no. War war is like a horrible thing.
Yeah.
I say, okay, so like this is gonna be our hot takes because I gotta go. I feel like every single fucking like top political leader or leader of any fucking country should just like, and if they have beef like Russia, fuck you. Not the people, just putting fuck you. I feel like they should just get together and have a fucking smack off, dude. Just beat the shit out of each other. Why do you guys have to put us? Why do you have to put soldiers? You scared to fight your own damn wars that you make? Boy? Yeah.
hmm
Exactly.
I feel, you know what I feel?
Mm.
I don't know if this is controversial, but like I feel like it should be a requirement for every single president to have served in the war because or in a war because hold up, Alexia's asking me for something.
Yeah, but thank you.
Okay. I feel like it should be like a requirement for like presidents to have been like served in a war or at least like joined the army so they can know what they're sending their troops into.
Oh yeah. Dude, especially 9/11, dude. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
In 9/11, since one of my friend's dad fought in it, he was there before the Twin Towers fell, and then he went after. What he says is that his dad isn't the same. He's never been the same, ever. And I've had a few my uncles or like my cousins, but I call my uncles. They also went there too. And golly, when I tell you, when my aunt tells me that they're not the same, believe me, believe me. People have to do horrible stuff that they don't want to in war. So I'm probably gonna close it off. Like this is gonna be enough of me talking. If you see anyone that is in the military, don't make fun of them, dude. Don't call them pussies, especially vets. People that are in active duty, if sure, like you may think of like, oh, they just do stuff, they just do dumb stuff, they just drink, they just go clubs and shit. Don't call them a pussy. Don't call them a pussy because I still feel like most of the soldiers are better than me because they do all that kind of stuff. They like jump off of airplanes for airborne. They clear landmines. They do like a bunch of crazy stuff, rappel off airplanes. You know, like don't call them pussies because they are not. They have to face death
Hmm.
every single fucking time. Like if they're at war, they're deployed right now. They have to face death every single day. So they ain't pussies for sure.
And like real quick, like something I need to say. So a while back, I was watching my comfort show one day at a time, and like they always have serious episodes, but this one was like really serious. And I think it was in the episode titled What Happened? And it was basically about the main character, Penelope, her and her husband, they both served in the war right after 9/11. But
Okay.
before that, they just went to the military, and they were trying to settle down after they finished their contracts. But then 9/11 happened, and the husband was like, "No, I'm gonna reinstate. I want to go back so I could fight for my country because of this shit. I don't want my kid to grow up in this kind of world because they just had a baby."
Mhm.
And the Penelope was like, "I'm gonna join too." And like flashing forward, the husband came back with like, I think she said like a bad back, a bad knee, and the Penelope, she came back with like a fucked up shoulder. But the husband, like, he suffered like, I think it was like a brain thing. Be-
PTSD.
yeah. And he one day he tried to off himself by wrapping his head around a tree. But the wife, she obviously like stopped him before, and he had like bad anger issues, and he was drinking, and so they ended up getting like a divorce. Like it was sad that that happened, but like I understand. And that like just gave me like a small bit of like what happened in the war. Like you could get severe PTSD, and then you can develop a drinking problem, and then anger issues, and then like, and there was another episode where cuz Penelope wanted to get her shoulder squared away, but it was taking her like a long time on the, what is it? The, where they help soldiers.
Um,
The VA?
the VA.
Yeah, the VA.
I
And
think
she
VA
went,
or VC. I don't know VA. I think.
it was something like that. And she was like, I just want to get my shoulder fixed. And I've been on the phone for hours, and I thought this was a place for you people to help me. And the lady that was supposed to help her, she was like, "Oh, well, we're gonna have to reschedule this meeting because I need to catch my bus." And she was like, "I served in the war. I got hurt. I thought this was a place to help me, but all you care about is catching your damn bus. I just want you to help me." And she did end up getting help. And I do recommend you guys watch One Day at a Time. That show is really good. Like it has all kinds of representation and shit. But yeah, but that episode was like, to me, it was really important for me to learn.
Mhm.
You have anything to say?
Nah, I'm chilling.
All right.
I gotta go home because damn ditch broke and I have to fucking. So basically, okay, this is the last thing I'm gonna say. A damn ditch broke near my damn house. They closed off the damn roads, so instead of me making it home in 15 minutes, I have to drive freaking 30 minutes to get back home. Oh, hell no. Goddamn.
Oh no. Yeah. Well, that's all we have for you guys today. We might come back next week or we might come back next year,
Yeah.
depending on our schedule.
Oh, you're always free, not me.
I'm not free. Like, I have homework.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm done.
All right, we done. See you guys next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Don't do that to the mic. Bye.
Bye.